The foldable iPhone has been a dream for Apple fans for years, and now it looks like that dream is finally starting to take shape. According to fresh reports, Apple is setting up a small pilot production line in Taiwan, which could be the very first step toward the company's first foldable iPhone. If all goes well, Apple could begin full-scale mass production in India and release this groundbreaking device as early as 2026. This news confirms what many people have been expecting. Apple has avoided foldable phones for years, while its competitors, like Samsung, Motorola, and Oppo, have been refining the technology with multiple generations of devices. But it seems Apple is finally ready to step in. So, what's happening right now? Apple is reportedly planning a mini pilot production line in Taiwan. This isn't full production yet, it's more of a testing ground. The idea is to experiment with equipment, improve manufacturing processes, and make sure everything is perfected before moving to large-scale production. Insiders say Apple suppliers have even looked at land in northern Taiwan for this project, but there's a challenge. Even a pilot facility would need around 1,000 workers, and Taiwan currently has a tight labor market. That means hiring enough skilled workers could become a hurdle. Still, this step is important for Apple because once the testing phase is successful, the company plans to shift production to India. Why India? Over the past few years, Apple has been moving more and more of its production outside of China. Rising tensions between the US and China have made it risky for Apple to keep most of its manufacturing in one country. By spreading out the supply chain, especially in India, Apple can reduce its reliance on China while also tapping into a growing market. In fact, Apple has already been ramping up local production in India, working with new suppliers and toolmakers from Taiwan. Now, let's talk about the foldable iPhone itself. Well, we don't know the exact design yet. Reports suggest it could be smaller and wider than most foldables on the market today. Think of something similar to Google's Pixel Fold, which has a more compact design compared to Samsung's tall Z Fold models. If Apple follows that path, the foldable iPhone might look and feel very different from what's already out there. As for production numbers, Apple has set some bold goals. Early forecasts for 2026 suggest that the company could ship around 95 million iPhones that year. That's over a 10% increase compared to 2025. Overall shipments could cross 240 million units. Just for comparison, Apple has planned around 85 million iPhone 17 units this year, with total shipments in 2025 expected to be about 220 million. What this shows is that Apple is aiming for strong growth, and the foldable iPhone could play a major role in boosting sales. Apple isn't just betting on the new form factor itself. The company believes that introducing such an innovative device could lift the entire iPhone lineup. But make no mistake, Apple has a serious challenge ahead. Foldable phones are not easy to get right. Even the companies that have been in this market for years struggled with durability, hinge issues, and display problems in their early models. Apple has waited this long because it likely wanted to avoid those mistakes. But with rivals already preparing their next-generation foldables, Apple can't delay much longer. If the foldable iPhone really does arrive in 2026, it will be one of Apple's boldest product shifts in years. It would also be a huge milestone in Apple's strategy to expand production beyond China, secure new supply chains, and meet global demand. For fans, the wait continues. We've all been hearing about foldable iPhone rumors for years, but this time, it feels more real than ever. The pilot line in Taiwan is a big step, and the move to mass production in India could make this phone a reality within just a year or two. The big question now is simple. Will Apple's foldable iPhone be worth the wait?